So hi there. Here's a video from the majdata developers to teach you how to use the majdata for maimai fullman writing. And we will start by a little alert because this video will not teach you how to write the fullman and how to design a fullman. Also, if you prefer CMI, it's up to you. I will just talk about this software, and it is now do not have any effect with Sega, and it can't be played through any consequences. And if you have any advice, you can just pull a request on the GitHub or write an issue. So mainly, this is a maimai simulator, and as you see, the CMI was written in Flash, and it is no longer available through the Windows. So I write a new software, and it is prettier, convenient, and most important, it's open source. So if you want to contribute, you can click the link, and it's written in C# by Unity and WPF. So we will start by downloading the software. You can go to this link and download the latest beta version of it. And once you extract it, it have these files. The most important is the editor. The editor is the majdata edit.exe and viewer.exe, but it will start automatically, so you do not need to click that. And also, the FX and the skin folder can change the skin and sound effects. So if you want to, you can change it to what you like. And the advanced setting.json is to change the shortcuts and the font size. If you have any issue, which is can't open the software or some errors, you should really just read the README file first. And if it could not be solved, then you can have an issue on the GitHub, or you just fix it yourself and send a pull request. And so first, the software will be in Chinese, so you need to change the language. So press the editor setting, and change it to your favorite language. And then you need to get the track ready. So we need a track.mp3 file, and make sure it satisfy these conditions, or it may not function well. And then you open the software and new select the track.mp3, then it could be loaded into the software. And it looks like this. So at the right is the fullman area, which you write semi-code in here, and at the left is the controls, and the bottom has a wave viewer. We will talk about that later. And please mention that if you want to change the difficulty, you need to save first. That's it. And oh, sorry, here is viewer. The viewer is to mention about that. Here are 3 hidden buttons here to turn on combo displaying, full screen, or make it wide to display the percentage info. And that's basically about the viewer. So to fill the informations, you click edit map info, and if you downloaded the mp3 somewhere, you could just read it directly from mp3. And if it's not, you need to fill it yourself and set the cover or jacket. And if you need other commands for CMI or MyPad, you could edit the other commands here, and it will be added to the majdata.txt. So next, the fullman data. You could just go to Celica's CMI wiki for it, and it basically covers all the things you need to take attention, and that's another story. So I assume that you could test the BPM yourself, and here's a quick small tool about the BPM tapping. So you just tap here, like also or something, and it gives a BPM that is close to the real BPM, and then you set the offset of it. A quick hint is that you could use your mouse wheel on the offset text block to quick change the value. So you don't need to edit it little bit and little bit and little bit. And yes, next part. Next part is the timeline. So the notes will be displayed on the timeline once you have entered it in the fullman, and you can control and click the mouse to quick jump through the fullman, and you can slide this bar or use the mouse wheel to glide left and right. And here the main frequency is that for example, the song have a bass here, and the main frequency will be high or low. The main frequency will be low for and if the song is filled about the high levels, you can use this white line to determine where is the where you place your notes. And here's some shortcuts about the software, and there's only one function and only controlled by the shortcuts, and it does not have a UI. Is that the playback speed? You press Ctrl plus P or O to increase or decrease the playback speed. The mirroring is simple, just to select the text and press it, and it's mirrored. Volume is just go to the setting, and it's real time. Here is a bully detect right by Moying, and it's just a basic check for your fullman is playable, but it's just a basic checking, so it's not just a basic checking. And at last, the majdata will give you some extra files on your folder, which is the cache file and the setting file. The cache file, you are feel free to delete it if you don't want it, but once you press play, it will generate again. And autosave is also saved when you press the play button, and if it will save a copy of your majdata. So the last about it is recording. I recommend you to use the OBS for the recording, because the sound is not from the window that render the graphics. So you use the OBS and record your system sound is okay. And if you press the record mode button, it will play the start animation like here, or API and API animation. And my advice is that you keep the frame rate at 16 FPS at least, and that's basically instruction for recording. And that's all. have fun with your full man designing.